those smug ones who think that this ordinary existence, this struggle, is all there is. This is why they'll resist any of these risks that are required to stretch themselves for that extraordinary living water, because they've convinced themselves that this is just some kind of fantasy, some kind of dream world that isn't really available to them and to all of us. So in the awareness of our desperation, this is our blessing. As Jesus said, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are the desperate, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Because being aware of this deprived state, she will say, please, sir, give me some of this water. We'll ask for it. We'll reach for it. We'll take the risks necessary. We'll take enormous risks when our awareness is so refined that we realize that this living water is a vital necessity, not just, something that would be nice to have, but that we can't live without it. There's a desperate urgency to our state of awareness. Just as with the Samaritan woman, just as with my beloved on this chance encounter that she and I had. This chance encounter is maybe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reach, to do whatever it takes to seize that opportunity to grab that living water of eternal life. So when the woman asks Jesus for his living water, here comes the next startling, abrupt, boo, this dramatic device that Jesus demonstrates for us. Because what he says then is, go and get your husband. There's no logical connection of go and get your husband to any of the prior conversation about water and living water. Go and get your husband. Most conversations follow in this logical, step-by-step progression. And when we throw something in such a startling and abrupt way with this boo, we enhance their receptivity. All of a sudden, their adrenaline is flowing in a way that would not happen in the ordinary, step-by-step, rational, logical flow of an ordinary conversation. When I was beginning this spiritual journey of mine 40 years ago in this first spiritual community, one of my initial encounters with them before I lived with them, but when I was just meeting some of the people, I was this graduate student at UCLA studying communes, spiritual communities in California, going around like the good graduate student with a little tape recorder and on my list of prepared questions about how the living arrangement was and how the group makes their decisions. And I was doing this research, and one of the first people I met was this woman, and I was starting to ask, she says, well, who are you? I said, I'm this graduate student, and I'm doing research, and this is all very nice. And she said, that's very fine, but tell me, why are you really here? Why are you really here? She was like Jesus with the Samaritan woman, or me with my beloved on our first encounter. She could feel my desperation. She pierced through this mask I was wearing of this graduate student doing this very nice little research project and could see me as this naked, suffering, needy, thirsty human being, desperate, poor in spirit, with this huge appetite for whatever this spiritual community, for this whatever eternal life, whatever bubbly wellspring that they could offer me to rescue me from this prison that my life had been to that point. Why are you really here, she said. She disoriented me. An extraordinary promotion, an extraordinary initiation into the kingdom of heaven. She knew that's why I was there. And I had this stuttering, stammering reply when she asked me, why are you really here? Because I had been disoriented and undone by this startling, dramatic, abrupt boo that she threw at me with that question that I was not expecting. So Jesus had the same effect with the Samaritan woman as he says, go and get your husband. What he's saying is, we're in the CABARET now. We're in this special WEL that has the Holy Grail, the living water of eternal life, the bubbly wellspring. And in this well, in this CABARET that you have now allowed yourself to be lured into, There's no BS here. There's no games. There's no masks. No secrets. None of that's allowed in here. We're all naked. We're all tweens. We're all tender, pliant wineskins in here. And we're all here for the same reason, to guzzle that wellspring of eternal life.